Nonprofits are growing concerned over recent federal cuts as they fear many communities in need could lose access to their services.
Grant writers say losing federal funding is especially harmful because compared to other types of funding, it provides more consistent support to those nonprofits. Now local nonprofit organizations are relying more on community support to keep their services going.
The strength in many of these federal grants is that you just don't have one organization or one entity. You have a significant number of partners that are all working to advance the mission.
We need the community to start backing the nonprofits and continue to drive support for us.
Here in Wichita, 3 nonprofits have joined forces to raise funds for their organizations through a charity event May 17th. They are inviting the community to walk a mile and donate. There's also additional support available for nonprofits at the Wichita Public Library, which offers a free database on foundation grants accessible to all library patrons.